Good afternoon to you. The rain is back and unfortunately it's steady and quite heavy in places, but the news is good for the back end of the week and more especially into the weekend as we start to see an area of high pressure dry things up and give us slightly higher temperatures. But even so, I think not a heat wave, temperatures around normal for the time of year. And the reason for that, well, here's the area of low pressure giving us all the wet weather. Quite a chilly breeze developing as that moves away to the east, but it's this cell of high pressure that's started to come in from the west and will cover a large part of the United Kingdom through the forthcoming weekend to dry things up and give us a return to some sunshine. But also I think next week we start to see these weather fronts affect the more northern parts of the United Kingdom and give some outbreaks of rain. Now, I mentioned the wind. It will be quite strong for a time around that area of low pressure and from a cold direction from the northwest, especially tonight and through tomorrow. And then those winds start to ease, and as the high pressure starts to move through, the winds fall light for much of England, Wales and also the southern half of Scotland, but to the north keep a fairly stiff southwesterly breeze. Now, for the moment, as you can see, there's a lot of rain around. That's our radar and satellite picture combined. Somewhere buried underneath that lot is the United Kingdom, so we are in for a wet afternoon and some of that rain continuing tonight as well. Now, there could be a little bit of brightness, and when the sunshine does pop out for a time, we're looking at temperatures of as much as, well, 16 or 17 degrees really, but quite chilly in the northwest with 10 in Northern Ireland and only 10 or 11 up the west coast of Scotland. Now, some more rain comes around this evening and more tonight as well. Across the more western parts of the United Kingdom initially, but some further east at the same time. Maybe the more eastern parts of England getting away with some dry conditions and temperatures not falling much below 6 or 7 degrees. We're on to Thursday's forecast, and it's more of the same, I'm afraid. A lot of rain around, a lot of showers, some thundery, some heavy. 13 or 14 the top temperature. And unfortunately, some of that rain is going to affect the cricket at Lord's with a wet start to the day. A little bit brighter through the afternoon, but even so, the risk of some heavy and thundery showers. Now, by Friday and into the weekend, it starts to dry up in the south with that ridge of high pressure coming in. Still some showers through both Friday and into Saturday, but becoming much more isolated by the end of Saturday. And we're likely to see some patchy rain right up in the far north of Scotland. Now, across to Europe, we're likely to see some showers in Europe as well, and some of those could affect our all-important football match this evening. That's on BBC One at around kick-off at 7:25. For the rest of Europe, well, a scattering of showers affecting parts of Spain and Portugal, mainly in the north and also Europe. But for the sunshine, we'll have to head a long way east to find these sunny, dry conditions. The eastern side of the Mediterranean up towards the far east of Europe, holding on to some fine, pleasant weather through tomorrow. That's all from me. Bye for now.